What's up guys, AussiePlays here, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are going over my defensive strategy I've been using for the past couple of weeks. The defensive strategy revolves around a 3-4 defense, and it has been really effective against stopping the runs on first and second down. So this was my strategy before the road to the playoff promo started, and after I have completed the two AFC and NFC Master Series, I'll be changing my defensive strategy as I'll be upgrading my defense. Before we start, I would like to say that there are no defensive strategies which exist that can stop everything. Everyone has different playstyles and make different reads against certain coverages, and some are better than others. So hopefully you'll be able to get at least one stop in LvL, maybe 2 or 3 depending on how good your opponent is. Let's start by learning about the different formations in the game and how to set up your defense in the lineup screen. First, we are starting off with the 3-4 formation. So the reason that this formation is called 3-4 is because it uses 3 defensive linemen and 4 linebackers. You can see the players on the field highlighted in the green box. So you have your 2 starting cornerbacks and safeties, you have your 4 linebackers, and you have your 3 starting defensive linemen. This formation does a really good job of stopping run plays and also anything to the outside, such as outside runs, because you have your 4 linebackers to spread out behind your 3 defensive linemen. Next up is the 4-3 formation. Its name comes from 4 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers. You would want defenses out of this formation if you have a better defensive line than a linebacker core. A 4-3 defense does a really good job of pass rushing, as you have 4 defensive linemen up against their 5 offensive linemen. 4-3 formation defenses are generally stronger against inside run plays and also passes which use the middle of the field, such as Texas or halfback angle routes. This formation is weaker against outside runs and passes, as you only have 3 linebackers covering from sideline to sideline. Next up is the nickel formation. Defenses out of the nickel formation are geared more towards stopping the pass than stopping the run. The difference between the nickel and the 4-3 defense is that in the lineup screen, your leftmost linebacker, who in this case is Lawrence Taylor, will be dropped from the game and be replaced by a nickel defensive back, which in this case is Merton Hanks. Your 2 starting safeties and cornerbacks will be on the field, as well as all 4 of your defensive linemen. You want to make sure that your nickel defensive back who is coming into the game can also help out in the run game if your opponent decides to run the ball when they see a nickel formation defense. Next up is the dime formation. Defenses out of this formation are more geared towards stopping the pass than stopping the run. So how this is set up is you have only your middle linebacker present from the linebacker core. You have all 4 of your defensive linemen, as well as your 2 starting safeties and 2 cornerbacks. But the difference between nickel and dime formation is that you have your dime defensive back present on the field. Generally speaking, your dime formation defenses do a really bad job against the run because a safety isn't as impactful as a linebacker in a run game. The only scenarios you would want to have dime formation defenses selected is for long yardage situations such as 3rd and long and 4th and long. Lastly, it is the quarters coverage formation. This is the defense you see on Sundays when teams are defending against Hail Mary passes or when it's 4th and forever, like 4th and 30. You have your 3 defensive linemen present on the field, similar to how 3-4 defenses are set up, but for your linebacking core, you only have your middle linebacker and your 3-4 linebacker present. Your 2 starting safeties and cornerbacks will also be present, as well as your nickel and dime defensive back. So this defense should not be used on first or any short yardage situations, because it is very easy to run up against, as your entire defense will be 20 to 30 yards down the field. I will not be covering the goal line formation in today's video because none of my defensive plays in my defensive strategy is from the goal line formation. It is very easy to identify when the defense is in a goal line formation because there will be 5 defensive linemen on the field. There will be your 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends, as well as your dime defensive back. For my 2-point defense, the only play I have selected is punt block. Punt block does a really good job of shutting down the 2-point runs and most of the 2-point pass plays. Your opponent may be lucky and be able to convert against it, but the success rate is very low. On first down, I have 5 defenses selected. They are all from the 3-4 formation. They are cover 4, cover 6 press, cover 4 drop zone, cover 3 cloud, and cover 3. On first down, you do not know if your opponent is going to run or pass the ball, so you need to have defenses which can do well against both. All of my first down defenses are out of the 3-4 formation because I have only 3 good defensive linemen and 4 better linebackers. You want your defenses on the same down and distance to be out of the same formation, so your opponent has a harder time distinguishing which coverage is which pre-snap. All of the defenses I have selected have 3 or 4 defenders in a deep blue zone coverage. They have players defending the flats in the light blue zone coverages, as well as linebackers in the middle of the field defending against crossing routes or other halfback angle routes or other inside runs with the yellow zone coverages. For my second and short defense, I have 2 plays selected. Second and short ranges from second and inches to second and 3.999 yards. The 2 plays selected are pinch buck 0 and cover 6 press. The reason I have pinch buck 0 selected is because most likely it is a run play on second and short, so I'm not worried about my defenders getting beaten in man-to-man coverages. Pinch buck 0 has 6 defenders rushing the quarterback, and hopefully you will be able to get a free rusher who will tackle the ball carrier before he reaches the line of scrimmage and sets up a third and medium or third and short. The second defense is going to be cover 6 press. So pre-snap, this will look like it is a cover 2 press coverage. After the snap, your safeties will rotate into cover 3, and you also have 2 defenders guarding the flats. So hopefully this play can catch your opponent off guard, and if they decide to throw it, they'll be surprised that it is a cover 3 defense, not a cover 2, and maybe you'll get an interception on second and short. For second and medium, the yardage ranges from second and 4 to second and 7.999. The defenses selected for second and medium are going to be the same as my first down defenses because they do a really good job of covering the pass plays as well as stopping the run. Second and long ranges from second and 8 to second and infinity. The defenses selected are the same as my first down and second and medium defenses. I have 5 defenses selected in each of those, so which means it's an unlikely situation that the opponent is going to be hitting the same one on first down, second and medium, or second and long. My third and short defense is the same as my second and short. If on second and short the opponent hit pinch buck 0 and they decide to pass, well, they have a 50% chance of hitting the same play, or they're going to be faced with cover 6 press. For second and short, your opponent will most likely be calling a inside run play such as goal line formation halfback dive, or they may be passing to the flats with plays such as level Y sails from Garrett's playbook. It is important to have the middle of the field covered as well as the flats in case they decide to pass the ball. On third and medium, the yardage is from third and 4 to third and 7.99. The plays I have selected are cover 3 sink, cover 6 press, cover 4 drop zone, cover 3 cloud, and cover 3. You may notice that all of these plays are from the 3-4 formation, and that is because my best players on defense are my 4 linebackers and my 3 defensive linemen. All of these plays have a defender in the flats in the light blue zone coverage, as well as a cover 3 or cover 4 behind it, so you can take away any of the deep passes your opponent might choose. This is my 3rd and long defense, so this is from 3rd and 8 to 3rd and infinity. I have cover 6, cover 3 sky, flat 4, 4 buzz flats, and cover 4 drop zone. So I have a nickel and dime formation defense in because most likely on 3rd and 8 or longer, my opponent will be passing the ball. 4 buzz flats is an interesting defense as you only have 2 defenders rushing the quarterback while 9 of the other defenders will drop into zone coverage. The reason 4 buzz flats is very popular is because you have the 2 purple zone coverages where they'll be 10 yards deep and defending against corner routes. The other plays have the middle of the field and the flats covered, and they are either a cover 3 or a cover 4 zone coverage, and they do a really good job defending against deep passes. This is my 4th and short defenses, so this is 4th and inches to 4th and 3.999 yards. It's the same defense as my 2nd and short and 3rd and short defense. It's pretty effective against these short yardage situations. If you want, you can switch up pinch buck 0 with another defensive play such as field goal safe man or field goal block, punt block, whatever. If you want to catch your opponent off guard on 4th and short, if they decide to run the ball, they'll be shut down. Finally, this is my 4th and long defense. The yardage for 4th and long ranges from 4th and 4 to 4th and infinity. On 4th and long, you need to have defenses which do a good job of stopping pass plays which can get 5 yards, as well as other pass plays which can get 10 plus yards. Well, that does it for this video. I hope my defensive strategy will get you guys some stops in LvL. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments down below and I'll respond to them. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.